if you think of this as the highest level of anxiety and you think of this as the deepest level of relaxation, we so often we're in this state because there's a trauma or traumas, multiple traumas that we're holding on to that keep us in a guarded space, keep us in a space of tension, keep us in a state of looking to be attacked, looking to be hurt. And so we're in this heightened state of anxiety. And this is very common. In fact, what's happening is the culture more and more is gravitating around this through the mass media and the mainstream news and all the fear and loathing that is perpetuated out through us through all these different media channels that we're bombarded with each day. And even if we're not bombarded with it, the people around us are bombarded with it, so they're carrying that energy and that consciousness. And so we're in this heightened state of anxiety, and as we start to relax, quite often what I'm noticing is people will hit this sort of a spot, and I'm shaking because it's literally the body will often shake, the body will quiver, the emotions will get quite rattled, the brain can get confused and not be able to see as clearly, think as clearly, because we're programmed to think that if we relax, something bad's going to happen. This is often people in the state often have trouble sleeping as well, because obviously you need to relax to sleep. So we're programmed to think that if we start to relax, something bad's going to happen. And so there can be this kind of stuck point, which is different for each person. Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. But the most essential thing, and this is what I've learned from working with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people from all over the world, all different places, all different cultures, all different parts of the world. You don't get this stuff, in my opinion, by reading books or like, oh, I got a certification from, such and such, and I read a bunch of books about healing and how to help people. It's like you got to get in there and like work with people and then fine tune, right? And so the number one thing that opens people on a very visceral level is to be able to work with the breath, be able to work with their breath. And when you can work with your breath and really open up the body on the inhalation and really exhale on the exhalation and have that guidance and have the hands-on healing to open up different portals in your physicality, in your emotionality, in your psychology, and ultimately to get to the root, the essence of who you are and why you're here, which is on the spiritual level of self-realization and spiritual awakening. That modality, working with the breath, is what allows this deepest level of relaxation to come into being. And when you can hit into this deepest level of relaxation, the mind becomes transcended. So thoughts, limiting belief systems, thought patterns that are unconscious, that are limiting us, that are holding us back, are released. They're transcended. There's this deep level of restoration, this deep level of rejuvenation, this deep level of rebirth and renewal, the deepest level that we can possibly access. It really is like being born again. Everything is relaxed into an innocence consciousness, a state of beginner's mind, a state of seeing things for the first time, a state of openness, a state of availability, a state of relaxing into the moment. And this moment is all there is. So this is the place to relax into. And so this is where I'm guiding people into. And oftentimes Annie's supporting me in the process as well, my wife, and she's brings a different energy than I bring. So we bring this kind of beautiful polarity to the space, kind of the archetypal mother-father healing that can come into being. It's been beautiful. It's been beautiful, and it feels like it's just getting better and better, what's opening up. And I'm excited to continue to be of service, excited to continue to be a vehicle to support people on their journey of awakening into the true essence of who they really are, and the essence of unconditional love, unconditional freedom, unconditional peace and inner harmony, and unconditional empowerment when we become a clear channel for God to move through us moment by moment by moment